All right. Well, welcome to my first ever attempt here at the Engineered for Fitness podcast. And I think the one thing I wanted to start out with is just introduce myself and kind of what we're looking to do here. So the first thing I can tell you is I do own a gym. I own Fountain City Fitness in Waldo, which is a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. What I'm trying to accomplish really is to get some good guest perspectives. I'm going to have my coaches on here. I'm going to have people that you work with on here. But really what I try to do with Engineered for Fitness starts with how I came about fitness myself, inherently CrossFit, and what we're trying to operate with. So I did go to engineering school. I do have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. I actually actively have a professional engineering license. It is still valid according to the state of Kansas. So I went to engineering school for 4 years. I ran track. It was a little D3 school. Don't be impressed. But I found that was my environment of both learning about fitness. With running, it was very inherent about I don't want to just go out and run. You know, what's the best way? There's not a bunch of different things you can do. I remember one of the guys on the baseball team asked me, like, what do you do at practice? You just run? But no, we ran intervals on Wednesdays. We ran our speed endurance days on Mondays. Tuesday was technique work. So how do we take the simple thing like running and dissect it so that we can get better? So that was kind of invariably my love for engineering my fitness, right? How can I break these things apart and rather than just working harder for the sake of working harder? After graduation, I was an engineer for 8 years. And on year 4 of that, I found CrossFit. It kind of fell right in my lap with the ability to challenge myself, with the thought, the science behind it. Hey, we're going to define fitness. So it is increasing our capacity through broad modal and time domains, which means, hey, we're going to get better at gymnastics and cardio and weightlifting. We're going to do it in 30-second spurts. We're going to do it in 30-minute spurts. So that kind of need to constantly be working on something. I definitely have a type A mentality. Was satisfied through that. As soon as I felt like I had a fast half marathon, I realized I thought I could squat more. And then I realized, I want to get better at doing bar work, like with pull-ups in my gymnastics. So that really fit my mentality there. And as I've aged, I'm 37 now. I've owned a CrossFit gym for 5 years. I realized what humanity really needs, and it is to break things down into their simplest tactics. I think we really serve people who don't have an athletic background really, really well. So if you haven't been working out, if you're coming off a couch, or I go into my engineering job, I sat in my cubicle, and for those of you who have done that for 20 years, maybe you've done some jogging or some running, or we've avoided fitness or a weight room. Man, there's a lot of things going on with your body just from being in this seated position, internally rotated with those shoulders. And your focus is on being the best engineer you can be, or professional, being the best dad you can be. And this experience of like, I don't know how to get fit or where to get started. That's who we serve best. And that's really what I want to break down into those little minor pieces. Come to me, ask those questions. We can engineer your fitness. Anytime I go places, people find out I own a gym, especially from an engineering background, they'll start to ask me really, really good questions. So my best example is I was at a networking event and a guy at a bank, another desk job. He said, yeah, I know I need to get healthier. I know I need to get more fit. What are the best supplements to take? And that's not a bad question. In fact, it's a really, really great question. It's just an uneducated question. So what I want to do is educate people on how can we take what priorities matter, how can we make the 80% here, this big chunk, and just get that to be really simple and effective. And I say that because supplements is our last 2%. And we'll talk about nutrition a little bit, but are you eating enough? Are you eating too much? Are you eating the right things? Do you have enough protein? These are all going to be significantly more important than if you are taking creatine or if you have a glutamine supplement. Take a multivitamin is always a good advice. But that's my background. That's who I like to serve. And what I really want to do, like I said, is make complex things like fitness, like health, and make them really, really simple so that you can continue to be the best version of yourself in every other capacity. So can you come to me for an hour a day and get all the information you need so that you don't have to worry about anything else? So that's a little bit about my background. It's a little bit about who we're going to serve best. That's not to say that I am still pretty hyper competitive. I still love getting a really great workout in. I still love working out with people. That's my jam. But otherwise, tune in. We're going to keep breaking down complex things. We're going to engineer them for you so that you don't have to. All you have to do is show up, listen, learn, and implement. Keeping it simple. All right, team. Excited to get on this journey for you and educate some of the masses.